Hello, y'all. My name is Jameer. I go by Trace, J5, or Tank. Where I'm from Compton, California, but I moved to the Lawndale area. What do I like to do? I like to hoop. I like to box, get money, talk to God, talk about God as well. Sleep, poetry. I like to write a lot as well. Sometimes I sing, do instruments and all that, like piano, drums. I'm learning some of those. Uh, I do a lot of the things. I'm an outside type of guy, outgoing type of guy. What's the one thing you want people to know about you right away? So, before I even get into this, I'm about to just start reading like what people asked me because I had a Q&A. So, yeah, let's get into it. What's the one thing you want people to know about you right away? I am probably gonna be one of the most genuine people that you will meet in your life. Excuse me, by the way. I'm gonna be that type of person. Yeah, I might get on your nerves sometime, but the love for me is gonna be genuine. You feel me? Like, if you need something, you can always count on somebody like me. What motivates you every day to get up and grind? When you think to yourself, bro, like, I want to be better, bro, and you want to, like, be famous, you want to get money, you want to just be successful in life. I see a lot of my peers make it, and I'll be damned if, you feel me, I'm finna just stay at the bottom while they having their fun and they life, you feel me? So it makes me really want to get up, especially like moving my mom out this house. I don't know, I always had that feeling because my mama did a lot for me, and that's the most I can ask for from her. She did a lot. But now this is about to get into the background since y'all asked. What was growing up like for you? Growing up was it was very nice, but it wasn't. You feel me? I grew up with ADHD. So when I was in school, I was like very smart, very, very smart. But I had people thinking that ADHD was a disease. So people didn't really mess with me growing up. So it was kind of like hurtful. Like if I wanted to like speak to somebody or I had groups with somebody, I feel like I was I forgot the word, but I feel like I had to be forced to be there, and no one wanted to, actually speak to me. I feel like me growing up, I wanted to just be a person that was there for everyone, but I learned the hard way that not everyone I had was gonna have my back as well. So I kind of just learned to like growing up, just stay more than myself. You feel me? Because I was very enthusiastic and happy when it came to things like that. I wanted to make friends. You can ask anyone I grew up with. When did you fall in love with basketball or boxing and fitness? Basketball, I would say probably 3, but I didn't start playing for real, so I was like 13, 14. I'm 17 now, so I had a lot of good moments in 3 years. Boxing and fitness, I would say probably my 8th grade year, because that's why I really learned how to like fight for myself. Because I was a big dude, so you feel what I'm saying? So like I learned to, fight for myself, defend myself, and I also learned how to just be strong. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be a big dude, and I'm weak. You feel me? Who are my biggest influences on and off the court? That's a good question. My mama, my family, my brothers, my daddy, of course. Who else? I said it's like my family, bro. On the court, I say Michael Beasley, Paolo Banchero, Kobe a little bit, and D'Angelo Russell. I know it's a crazy one. I'm very biased when it comes to Michael Beasley though, so let's not do it. What's one moment in your life that really shaped you? 8th grade year, people knew I was on the grind. I was really like trying to better my life. I went on this live, and I don't think they knew I was in that live. They would just keep speaking about it. Whatever I was doing, I wanted to hoop. I wanted to do anything with my life. They'd be like, he ain't gonna make it. He a loser. He ain't gonna have no money. He ain't gonna be good at basketball. He ain't gonna be strong. He ain't gonna do nothing. And I took that very personal, like to the point I was an emotional person growing up. So I'm like, okay, now I have a reason to make you feel what I'm feeling. You feel me? Like, and then as I made it, uh, people they tried to come back, of course. But yeah. Talk about your late brothers. You feel me? All right, my brothers. Growing up with them was very fun. We used to always work out and hoop. So one thing that my brothers used to do, like my older brothers, they used to always like bring the loot together. It was two of my other brothers that were younger, and it was three of them that was older, right? So after that happened, we used to always work out together, and we learned what it was to work out, conditioning, working out, your shot, dribbles, IQ, strength, all that. Like anything you could think of, bro. That's what they had us doing. And I didn't really take it serious at first until like I started like getting older, and now I'm like, you know what? I kind of like this. So then, as it seemed like I started to get better, when you get older, like you feel like you can beat your older brothers. That's it's a very good accomplishment and all that. So me and them used to cuss each other out back in the day. Like we used to like get in each other's heads and skin. Like it'll lead to us almost fighting if we needed to. Like that was the good part because we know like it was all up at the end of the day. And like we all learned so much from each other. You feel me? So that's why I got this tattoo right here. So they really shaped me and pushed me to be a better person, especially my mom. My moms, my pops, they both have something to do with this as well. After all my games when I was growing up, she used to make me like run down the street like a mile or two, just dribbling the ball, doing different type of combos and all that. And my dad, he used to teach me how to shoot and all that. But then I also like when they couldn't keep doing it, I just had to like do it by myself, like self-made. So I pushed myself as well, but they pushed my brothers and my family pushed me. But now let's get into the lifestyle questions that I want to ask. So how do I balance my faith, my hope, my business, school, and life? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Just have an agenda, bro. I ain't gonna lie. In the most easiest way possible to tell you this, having an agenda can help you out so much because of the fact it's like you know what you want to do. You don't want to wake up every day and be like, all right, what do I want to do today? You feel me? Because then you may forget things that's important, or you may forget things that you want to do, but you didn't write it down. What's my day-to-day schedule looking like as a college athlete? All right, so in the morning, around like 7, I get like a conditioning / 300 make workout. After that, I head to school and all that from 10 to 11 or 10 to 1. And then I got practice around 3 to 6, right? But if I'm not in the training room, like I'll stretch for like an hour and a half if I need to. If not, then I'll just have like one of my coaches tell me what workout before practice start. And then afterwards, I go to get a strength workout in and my core, and then film. I like watching film because it helps me not just become a better person, but it tells me what I need to do better. What's the hardest part about chasing your goals? The hardest part I'll say is discipline. Like a lot of people try and thrive off of motivation, but they don't understand like having discipline gets you a lot of places while motivation is just there for like a certain time period. What sacrifices have you made already to get where you are? Sacrificed a lot of friendships, relationships, people in my life, events, and things like that. Because I want it. I want to get better in life. One thing people get wrong about me, not mean. Everyone say I'm mean. I'm not one of the mean type of people. I'm really a nice teddy bear. Like if you really get to know me, like on my face, it'll look like I want to kill you. But like if you like really see me, like come to me, I'm one of the nicest guys you'll meet, bro. But yeah. Lastly, I was talking about the goals and visions. Where do I see myself in 1 year or 5? 1 year, 10 times better than what I am right now. But in 5 years, I see myself D1 or pro, getting to the money, having my own group, teaching people how to be better, being an influencer, being known and famous for the right reasons, and helping the youth out with being, helping them out with man things, growing up. Some people just need mentors in life that they don't have. What are my goals in basketball? Like my stats. I want a pro career as well. On my stats, throughout high school, I averaged 30 points, 30 plus points. I know that, except my sophomore year. That was the year I was injured. The stats this year, I want to have 15 points. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, maybe 2 steals. I know it's gonna take a lot of dedication, so you know what I'm saying. I really want to keep myself going. What kind of business and wealth do I want to build? I want to build like a clothing brand. I want to build to be real with this question, I've really got to figure out what type of business I want to do, because there's a lot of things I want to do, but I don't got my mind set on one. You feel me? But the wealth I want to build, generational. I know that for sure. If I could leave one impact on the world, what would it be? Treat others how you would want to be treated. I'll say. People get so caught up in trying to fit in with a group, they forget like who they are as a person. What do I want people to remember me for? I was a hard-working young man, black man, that got to it, that helped his community out, got famous off the right reasons, helped others out, taught people how to do things, was a mentor for the young man. A father figure, and a brother in Christ. One piece of advice for anyone who's watching who's grinding too: don't stop. You're gonna have. I'll tell you this quote I always use every day. I tell a lot of people it. Always make sure to keep your foot on the gas pedal. But make sure that you stop to get some gas too. And if I gotta break it down, basically, you keep your foot on the gas pedal as if you're driving the car. But you can't just always have your foot on the gas. You gotta stop. You gotta pour some fuel into the car for it to keep moving. So, yeah. Keep going no matter what no one says. We all have different reasons on why we want to do what we want to do. So, whatever is your reason on why you want to do what you want to do, make that your field. What do you like for me? Why do I want to do this for my brothers and my family, and getting myself out somewhere, and really like proving to myself I can do it. And yeah. Quick plug. My IG, TGTRECE_ TG Trace. My TikTok is Ratty Dealio, RATTYDEALI_OO. And then my YouTube is this. Money Making Mirror. Money Making. All the M's is gonna be capitalized. Everything else is lowercase. But we gonna stack days all the time. God's plan is always gonna win. But yeah, appreciate y'all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video.